Welcome back to Primetime Sports Tuesday. It's Advantage, Montego Bay United and Mount Pleasant FA entering the return legs of the Wray and Nephew Jamaica Premier League semi-finals, but the final positions are far from being sealed. The picture will become much clearer on Wednesday at the National Stadium starting at 6 p.m. It has been 7 years since Portmore United reached the final of the Premier League, and that's the lofty heights they are now aiming for. However, standing in their way are Mount Pleasant FA, who hold a 1-0 advantage going into the contest. Not a mountain to climb, but Portmore United have not beaten their opponents in 4 attempts this season. In fact, they have lost 3 times. However, the Portmore camp knows it can be done, and even though they are at a disadvantage, they are still upbeat after Sunday's loss.
We can do it. I believe we can do it, and you know the attitude and the mentality. They're not even that much upset in the dressing room right now. They keep just saying, "Come on, we can do it." So I know we can do it, and they know they can do it.
Mount Pleasant are in pole position to secure a spot in the championship decider for a 4th consecutive year. But coach Theodore Tapper Whitmore says the approach must be right.
What we don't want to go into the semi-final next leg with the mindset of we leading a 1 goal, it can be dangerous, because normally when you're leading 1 goal, you tend to sit back and allow opponent to play. So we are wary of that, aware of complacency.
The night's second game will see title holders Cavalier going up against Montego Bay United, who are 1-0 up from the first leg. It's a position that Cavalier know they must overturn if they are to remain champions.
Because we put some plan into place, because it's a must-win game, so we'll be better prepared for them attacking.
After being knocked out at this stage last season by Cavalier, Montego Bay United's coach Xavier Gilbert says managing the game will be important.
Keeping a clean sheet in the next game will take us into the finals, and that's what we're going to focus on. We're not going to ease up. We're still going to play our usual style of play, but in the same way we're cognizant of the threat that they poses, and we just have to balance things as we go along and manage proceedings from here on.
Mount Pleasant and Portmore United will meet at 6 p.m, with Cavalier facing Montego Bay United at 9.